Jung-Woon is a neuropsychiatrist trying to explain everything in this world from a scientific perspective. She has a sister, In-so. After their mother's death, the sisters moved into a new house, and In-so began experiencing unexplained seizures. At first, Jung-Woon thought it was a panic disorder and even tried to help her little sister, but things only got worse. In-so underwent all the necessary examinations and tests, but no specific pathology was found, so she was confined to a hospital. Jung-Woon watched over her while simultaneously trying to find a way to treat her. Meanwhile, strange and mysterious events began occurring in Korea. Many Satanists appeared, summoning all sorts of evil from the underworld. They did this openly without fear of being punished by the authorities. The police had already lost hope of handling this satanic plague and began turning to exorcists for help. One of these officers was Detective Ap Chwae, who everyone oddly called Bless You. He worked with an organization that included the strongman Bao, paranormal expert Sharon, and technician Kim Gan. Chwae brought in relatives of people trapped in the satanic sects, and the exorcists rescued them. This time, the detective brought a man whose daughter had gone missing. The cops tracked down the address where she might be held, but when they arrived, they were attacked and couldn't do anything. Bao had to intervene with his team. He possessed immense, almost superhuman strength. Sharon could exorcise demons, and Kim filmed everything, edited the videos, and analyzed their operations. After receiving payment for rescuing the girl, Bao led his team to the den where she was being held. A dark ritual had already begun, so the team had to hurry. While the strong man knocked out the possessed, Sharon expelled the evil force and saved the girl. "Demon, I can feel you." After completing the exorcism, Bao's team was shocked at how many powerful denizens of hell were trying to enter our world. They realized this could end badly. When they returned to the office, Jung-Woon was waiting for them. Her visit had been arranged by Marco's father. She was helping at the hospital where Jung-Woon worked. She and Bao had once known each other well, but had fallen out after a past incident. Hearing that Marco's father sent her, Bao refused to help. However, she left a flash drive with Kim containing recordings of her sister's seizures, hoping to convince the exorcists to intervene. Soon, Marco's father arrived to plead for In-so, but Bao still refused to help. Years ago, due to Marco's father, Bao's best friend had become an embodiment of evil, resulting in the deaths of nuns and children at an orphanage. Bao had confronted the evil within himself, which fueled him and gave him immense strength. This guilt split his soul and allowed a demon to enter. As he was now, Bao once saved Sharon and Kim from Lucifer. Since then, they had been cleansing the world of evil forces together. Remembering this, Sharon and Kim decided to review Jung-Woon's recordings with her sister, hoping they could help her. On the video, In-so gradually becomes possessed and begins to act violently. Everything is recorded by surveillance cameras installed in the house by people marked with a devilish symbol behind the ear. The previous owners of the house had also been Satan's followers. The sisters were placed in a building filled with evil, and In-so was taken over by a demon. Upon learning this, Bao decided to help Jung-Woon. He arranged a meeting and explained that exorcising the demon from In-so was dangerous and could be fatal. Despite this, Jung-Woon agreed to act. She brought Bao's team to In-so's room. Sharon attempted to make contact with the demon, asking In-so to release it and then demanding that it reveal its name. "Why are you doing this to me? I haven't done anything wrong." Instead, the demon began wreaking havoc, and the exorcists realized it was incredibly strong. When Bao intervened, the demon tossed people around like rag dolls and vanished. The heroes rushed to the security room to track In-so on the surveillance cameras. They saw her heading toward the exit, knocking out a guard without touching him. When Bao and the others pursued her, she released the hospital inmates. Possessed patients attacked, forcing Bao to unleash his fists. He fought off the attackers, giving his friends a chance to catch up to In-so. She managed to reach the street standing in the road. Her sister tried to stop her, and Jung-Woon narrowly avoided being hit by a car. Bao, Sharon, and Kim arrived in time and pulled the sisters off the street. In-so lost consciousness and was taken home. She was tied to a chair, and the exorcist prepared for the demon's expulsion. The procedure was done in several stages. Sharon needed to learn the demon's name to banish it, but it became clear that an ancient and powerful entity had possessed In-so. one that would be nearly impossible to defeat. It had existed before humans and would continue to exist afterward. Nothing could shake its determination to enter our world. I hide within and eclipse your sunlight. It summoned its followers to the sisters' home. Bao had to fight again. Meanwhile, Sharon tried to complete all stages of the exorcism correctly. In-So lost consciousness, giving the exorcists a chance to rest. But when she awoke, it would all begin again. Young-Woon approached her sister too closely, and the demon took control of her body. Sharon expelled it, but realized something sinister was hidden in the house. Bao's team searched and found devilish inscriptions on one of the walls. The house had been enchanted with evil. Sharon and Bao performed a cleansing ritual. Even after this, In-So remained under the demon's control, which used its voice to confuse Bao's mind. He thought he was fighting the demon, but was actually strangling Sharon. Kim and Young-Woon managed to snap him out of it. Sharon then inflicted unbearable pain on the demon, which acknowledged that her power came from her brother. The demon tried to turn her to evil, but failed, transporting her soul to an icy wasteland. He tried again to make Sharon a servant of Satan, but failed. She broke free and continued exorcising the demon. In that moment, In-So pleaded with her sister. "Young-Woon, help me! Stop! Don't!" Young-Woon rushed to her in a fit of familial love, but was stopped. She did manage to destroy 2 protective circles around In-So. These circles had been shielding everyone from the hellish entity possessing the girl. Feeling free, the demon fled the room and hid somewhere in the house. The exorcists tried to stop it, but couldn't. Bao and Kim searched the house while Sharon confronted the demon's voice, which tried to lure her. Young-Woon heard her sister's voice from a closet, but it was a trap. As she approached, the closet fell on her. Bao arrived in time to save her. Kim was then attacked. An invisible force lifted him to the ceiling and began strangling him. Sharon intervened and freed him. Bao had already searched the house but didn't find the demon. Young-Woon mentioned a shed in the yard. Bao went there and found a hidden hatch leading underground. Possessed In-So attacked his friends, but Sharon stopped the demon from harming them. Underground, a dark order was summoning an incredibly powerful demon, planning to bring it into our reality. Bao interrupted them and fought them off. They tried to hang and stab him, but the strong man defeated them. In the heat of the moment, he unknowingly summoned a dark power to overcome the devil's followers. Sharon continued battling the demon inside In-So, demanding it reveal its name. She had never faced such a powerful being. One of Satan's followers escaped the dungeon to attack Sharon, but Kim defended her. Sharon was unconscious at the time. Bao returned and knocked out the enemy, but was then struck by the demon, hitting the wall and losing consciousness briefly. All this time, Sharon had been in the icy wasteland beside In-So, waiting for the demon to reveal itself. Finally, it did, allowing her to proceed with the next stage of the exorcism. The dark entity possessing In-So was Moloch. It typically targeted children, but this time it miscalculated. "Your time is up, Moloch." Sharon began banishing it back to the underworld. Moloch resisted, clinging to In-So and reality itself. Sharon struggled, but at one point, In-So fell to the floor. It seemed over, but this was only the start of the final battle. Moloch created a portal to hell, attempting to take In-So with him. Young-Woon rushed to hold her sister, joined by the others. While they held her, Sharon continued the exorcism, forcing Moloch to release In-So. At that moment, he tried to break free, showing his true face. Bao struck Moloch with his mighty fist, sending him back to hell, and the portal closed. In-So returned to normal. They reunited with Young-Woon, and Bao, Sharon, and Kim resumed their work. Thanks to the strong man's efforts, a new orphanage was opened. Bao, with Sharon and Kim, then went to disperse a gathering of Satanists, which included the former owners of Young-Woon's house.